this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know when the Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
They can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Flynn. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside for defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The give from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Scanning the field, it's Flynn. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early, then what their opponent is, they have been so dominant.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his man. It's Miles. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback extends the play. Throwing on the run. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too. And he reels it in inside the 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't get him to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's out of bounds. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Flynn. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Jamison. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Pulls it in. It's Miles. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go with a direct snap. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Hauls it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Smith dropping to pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Just keep slinging it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking for the score! And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of reach. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's go! To the air on 1st down. Trying to pull his way out. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Rutgers. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive hold. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Smith dropping to pass. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Trying to barrel in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can stop.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Good timing on the quick out. Spins away from one. Oh, there's an alley to the touchdown, Oklahoma. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. NC State quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Miles. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They just keep firing. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
A long way to go on 4th and goal.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
Smith wants to throw. Can make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer. And this is is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, better look out. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Flynn. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation. This one and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throws
toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw